Everyone has just taken their seats there. There's going to be sort of the beginning to the dinner. I'm here with Chris Urlich, elite instructor at the Body Language Institute. So you just saw Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton enter. Melania Trump and Hillary Clinton had a very brief hello. It looked like that was about it.
Yep.
And then Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton went to their seats. They are one seat apart.
Yes.
They did not make eye contact.
Not at all.
So what did you see when you saw them just sitting? I mean, it looked very awkward to me.
Well, it's very similar to what we saw last night. When they both walk in, there's not even a greeting to each other. It's almost like they're using the Cardinal
Dolan, who is the one in between them.
As their buffer to not engage each other at all. So kind of continuing that lack of engagement or lack of kind of a civil greeting toward each other that we started to see even last night.
I mean, and how do you get through an entire evening like this, a dinner like this? I mean, first of all, they're supposed to be making lighthearted jokes at each other's expense. Here we can see them again right now. Cardinal Dolan is sitting between them. As you can see, now they're all standing up. Hillary Clinton will be standing up any moment. How awkward is this? I mean, I think everyone can understand. You're one body apart. You
nailed it, Aaron.
You're right next to them.
You nailed it. They are awkward. It's a very awkward posture for both of them to be in, not even acknowledging each other. At a dinner this evening, which is all about charitable work for kids, where it's the Alfred E. Smith dinner, a gentleman who was known as the peaceful warrior. So hopefully by the end of it, we'll see greater cordiality between the two of them, greater civility by the end of this evening. Let's hope that's what we see tonight.
I mean, let's see, because it'd be very hard to imagine at this point, given how nasty their discussion was. I mean, you know, last night, as we watched this, Chris, last night, you know, some of the words we heard Donald Trump at one point when Hillary Clinton was criticizing him, and she was criticizing him in very tough terms, interrupted and said she's a nasty woman.
Yes.
This is the tone that we now see between the two of them.
Yes, this is taking a moment and doing that. It was actually leans into the mic. For him, it's a high timing moment. He's known to be improvisational, so that's what he thought of in the moment.
She's a nasty woman,
yeah,
like an interjection.
Yeah, this movement he accelerates and moves forward from a body language perspective. When we see somebody do that, that's somebody who's high in timing. That's him, and that's his ability to pivot, use his language where everyone sometimes gets him into trouble. Like last night, not the best words to hear from him in that moment.
And as we're getting ready to hear from them speaking tonight, Trump did try to stay calm last night. We saw that, and he did so successfully for quite a while. But there was a specific moment where you say Hillary Clinton got under his skin. Here it is.
He insulted a former Miss Universe, Alicia Machado, called her an eating machine.
How could you tell that was the moment?
Well, for his language here, he said, "Give me a break." We see an eye roll from him and a head twisting of his head this way. When we see that the eye roll, it's an illustrator telling us in those moments that his contempt for it. He also flashes a micro expression of contempt. This is where the face pops to one side of the mouth, real quick, like a half smile almost. And we see that's the beginnings of a trend here where we see for him where he's upset with him.
Now, Clinton prepared for this debate, and so she was ready for things like WikiLeaks. But it was during a WikiLeaks exchange where you think she was caught off guard. She did something very specific. We'll show it here, and you can explain exactly what happened. Here she is.
Yeah.
And she's answering the question.
So this is for her a moment where it's the most frustrating and uncomfortable we see her, where she will rubbing her nose here and scratching.
And touching the top of her mouth.
Yeah, we have tissue in our nose here. When we're nervous or anxious, it fills up with blood, so it's created an itching sensation. So when someone's nervous or uncomfortable, we'll see these scratches people will do in those particular moments.
Wow, I didn't know that yet, because you did see her going for her nose, multiple times going for her nose there.
Yeah, this is a sign to her that this is a great moment of anxiety and stress. On top of it, Aaron, she leans in with her right shoulder, almost giving a cold shoulder, defensive posture as she answers that question.
Away from him.
Away from him. And also engaging in a defensive answer, like ready for the fight to deal with that question, not only toward Trump, but also in dealing with the question.
Now, for the regular people out there like me, we noticed they did not shake hands as they came in. Now, that was no surprise. They didn't last them, but they wanted nothing to do with each other.
That's
and at the end, you know, she went to Chris Wallace, and then once she was done, while he was doing it, she ripped up his papers, and then he went over. I mean, they wanted absolutely nothing to do with each other. There was a very big difference also, though, in the way they addressed each other from the first debate to the third debate. And it's so stunning that I want to play it so everybody out there can hear this for themselves. This is going to be debate 1 and debate 3. Here we go.
But in all fairness to Secretary Clinton won't allow them to bring the money back.
Donald, it's good to be with you. You know, Donald was very fortunate in his life.
She wants open borders. She has been outsmarted by Putin.
He goes after their dignity, their self-worth. He is denigrating. He's talking down our democracy.
From everything I see, has no respect for this person.
Okay, the first time it's their names, it's cordial. Now it's he and this person, and there's nasty words.
Well, basically, this is minimizing language. They literally have replaced each other's names and the cordiality that we saw between them, Secretary Clinton, Donald, with he and she, him and her. Literally,
or this person.
Yeah, it comes back to your initial point of the disdain they're having for each other in that moment, almost childish in their ways of literally minimizing each other, distancing even from any connection to each other by the him and the her versus their names. It's just a minimizing technique aimed to get under each other's skin, and they did it all night long.
Incredible. All right, Chris, thank you very much. Good to see you again.